Hey MK family, and welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today we are going to do tea time with MK, and I'm going to be telling you the story of when me and my ex shared Icloud. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications when I post, and let's get right into the video. Okay, y'all, welcome back to the channel. As you can see by that title, today we are going to do a tea time of the time me and my ex shared an iCloud. I'm going to give y'all a little context, like background clues or whatever. Me and a dude, we had known each other since we were 9. We started dating when we were 13. Maybe broke up when we were 16, 17. We went to different schools. He went to Ginn. And if you know back then, having a Ginn nigga, it was tea. It was tea. Ginn or Glenville, like, it was tea. Them the schools that had them fine men's back then, okay? But we had went to different schools. I had went to Kennedy. He had went to Ginn. Yeah, so I want to say there's enough context, whatever. But so back then, I used to trick y'all. Like, if I liked you, I would trick. Like, I didn't mind spending money on you because that's just who I am. Like, if we're together and I love you and we, I will spend a bag. I will spend it on you. But that's besides the point. So I want to say he had a phone, but it wasn't on. Like, he will only text me in the morning and maybe like 9 o'clock p.m. So imagine only getting text like 7 a.m. and then 9 o'clock p.m. And back then I would be asleep by 8 o'clock, baby. Like, I was tired. I would have to go to school. I would have to work. Like, I was tired. So I'm like, I'm sick of that. Like, I want to talk to you all day. I want you to text me. And even though, like, I knew it wouldn't be like all throughout the day because Ginn was strict, like, but still sending texts here and there, like, So I end up going to the mall with my mom and them, my mom and grandma, and Verizon was having a sale on phones. So I'm like, okay. I think I end up texting him like, babe, I can get you a phone. They having these phones on sale, whoop-de-whoop. And he was like, okay, you could get the phone, but I got a, I think he said he had a Sims already. Like, he was paying on the Sims. I don't know. It was something to that effect. I think he was like, you can get the phone, but I got a Sims I'm gonna put in there. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I think at Verizon, like, they end up setting it up, and I just set like everything up in my name because I have his social and stuff. Like, I think they needed all that back then. So I just end up setting it up in my name. So that following weekend, I end up going to his house and stuff and giving him the phone. Like, when I get you gifts, I be so excited. Like, I want you to open it in front of me and see your reaction. And so I end up going to his house that weekend, giving him the phone, and like, he was excited. It was tea, like, it was that, okay? But so he ended up getting the phone. Like, everything was cool. Everything was cool, y'all. So that following Monday, I want to say, like, we text, like, everything was cool. We would text each other good morning, and we'd be on the phone too. Like, he'd call me in the morning before he left for school. So we was on the phone just talking, like, everything was cool. So when I had got to school, like, I had texted him, but he wasn't texting back. I think I had texted him like 2-3 times, and it was to ask him, I want to say it was to ask him something, if he wanted to do something that weekend, because I was doing something with my friends and we was all like inviting somebody to do something. So he wasn't texting back, but we needed to know an answer. So I end up going to my class or whatever, get in the class, and you know how, like, you go to your messages, like you about to do a new message and you type in that person's name. So I think I went to a new message and I was typing somebody's name, but all I know is, like, all this stuff popped up, like all these contacts that wasn't in my contacts. So I'm like, what? And I just remember like my everything, my my world and my headache, like just shit like that. My world was my number. So I'm like, I clicked my number and I'm like, okay, it just went to my number. Then I went back and I did the message thing again and it said my headache. Like it had all the like my it said my headache with all these emojis. But when I clicked it, it just showed the number and it was blue. So I'm like, who is this? I end up texting like, who is this? They like, who is this? Like, you text me. Okay, granted, yeah, cool. I text you, but who is this? Because it's not clicking to me yet. Like, who is these numbers in my phone when I don't got that in my phone? Like, it's not clicking, y'all. So, I'm texting like your number in my phone, but I'm like not understanding or whatever. Like, they like, who you know? Who I know? Hold on. What you mean who I know? So I'm just like, I don't know. Like, this number was in my phone. I texted. And then it started to click. I'm like, I'm Tyler's girlfriend. They sent back laughing emojis like, what? I'm like, who is this? I'm like, it said my headache. So then I just get the text to him like going in like, who the fuck is this? Who is my headache? Who is this number? And you're not texting back. But I want to say the girl, she ended up texting him and screenshot his messages and sending it to me. And he was making it seem like we weren't together or nothing. Like it was nothing. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm like, I want to say, okay, I'm going too fast. So boom, she texted him. He was responding to her. He wasn't responding to me. So then I sent the messages that she sent me, I sent them to him. Then he ended up responding like, I don't know who that is. Like, that's just a friend, da da da. So I'm like, well, he's telling me you just a friend. Because by this time, it's like 2 class periods later and he responded by now. And me and the girl, we talking about everything. Like, you know, I was with him this day, this day, this day. And everything was clicking because he wasn't with me. Like, I would come over every weekend. And it was like a couple weekends, he ended up going to his friend Anthony's house. And at his friend Anthony's house, she was there. So I'm like, oh, you smooth. You a smooth criminal. Like, okay. So I'm like, well, he just telling me you just a friend. She's like, well, why is my name saved in his phone as my headache? You got that. You ate that. You ate that one thing. So I'm like, you're right. Why is it? Y'all, I'm up here pressing this man. Then I just get to going through like my phone. So everything that's in his phone is in my phone. So from the contacts, I want to say the messages, like if you click on the names and the contact little thing and go to my messages, the messages pop up. Like they all pop up. Pictures, fucking notes, like everything that's in that man's phone is in my phone. So I'm just going through everything, like just like I have full access to this man's phone. I'm just going through everything. When I say everything was in that phone, like everything was in that phone. He was asking girls to get in the shower with them. He was telling, like, he had like 2 other girlfriends. Then it was this girl that was his headache or whatever. And I want to say her name was like Zahari or whatever. And I had peeped her on Instagram and on Twitter. Y'all, this man was smooth because it was one night he was like, you should tweet about me. So I'm like, okay, I'll make a tweet about you. And he was like, and I'll tweet about you. Cool. Why was this tweet that he tweeted that was supposedly for me for the other girl? I'm like, this man is crazy. Like, it's crazy. It was just so funny to me because everything like started clicking. So me and the girl, we continued to talk or whatever, and we just both was like, oh, we're done with him. Da 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 da. And he just was being raw to me. I'm like, okay, go ahead, be raw. Do what you do. Like, cool. You eating me up. Okay, cool. So I ended up breaking up with him or whatever. But to me, it was just crazy. Like, damn, these iClouds, for us to have that iCloud and me not even like being sneaky or thinking nothing about it, and for stuff just to come to light like that, it was just wow. But then we just end up breaking up. Him and the girl, they end up talking, y'all, having a baby. Granted, I had like a kid first, but they end up having a baby. But he was telling me like it wasn't this or it wasn't that. And like a fool, I end up talking back to him. And y'all, this when we got to college. So we broke up, what, 16, 17. I ended up dating somebody else. He ended up dating her. Then me and the person I was dating ended up breaking up. But we ended up having a baby. Then he ended up dating her. They went off to college together. Then and moving in together. But me and him started back talking, and he had apologized. Like, he ended up apologizing later down the line, like, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't mean for that to happen. Like, just real mature, real adult stuff. Y'all, this man was still in the same trash. We end up talking again. I hear a girl in the background, because he's telling me, like, they broke up, this and the third. Like, he was just telling me all about her. Just going in type stuff. I hear this girl in the background, and I'm like, who is that? He like, oh, that's her. What? I say, that's weird. Like, he like, it's not like that. Like, we just live together when we're not together. Okay, that's still weird. You on the phone with me, but you smoking with her, and it's giving weird. Like, so, we still was talking, but then like I end up just distancing myself from him. And girl, I'm talking about girl. I'm talking to y'all family at this point. But they end up having a baby like a year or so later, y'all. Like, it was just crazy. But if y'all want to be sneaky, link them iClouds, and you gonna find everything you looking for. You don't even gotta go through their phone. Just go through your phone, and you find out everything you need to know. Okay, but. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications when I post. And stay tuned for the next video.